And it just occurred to me that like that's why we have a long hair and a short hair Andre the Giant. Was that a running change back in the LJN days? I promise this is not going to be an Andre the Giant fan channel. At least I don't think so. But since I got back, I have been down the Andre the Giant rabbit hole, and I've got 3 pieces that I've just added to my collection that I'm going to show you here on the channel. Now, I collect a lot of magazines, but not very many Sports Illustrateds. And why would I get this one? December 21st, 1981 is the issue. Earl Cooper is on the cover. Never heard of him. But this is the issue where writer Terry Todd profiles our friend Andre the Giant. Huge for wrestling to be covered in a legitimate sports magazine like this. 3 years before the famous Hulk Hogan cover. And fun fact, the writer Terry Todd is who started the Arnold Classic. Arnold was looking for a bodybuilding competition, and he reached out to our friend Terry Todd. It's an 11-page, 8,000-word article. I counted them. Just kidding. It says in the Andre the Giant biography. That's how long it is. But because it's from a legitimate source, it perpetuates many of the fables and falsehoods that would follow Andre throughout his entire life. But this is why I had to have it. The most famous professional wrestling photo, perhaps of all time. One of the most widely shared photos, good for engagements that people are still seeing for the first time to this day. And it's something you don't see is the photo credit. So I'm going to give it here. Stephen Green Armitage. At least I think that's how it's said. Stephen Green Armitage is the one who took this famous photo. Him and the author were struggling to try to convey Andre's size. And they landed on this as this scenario where Andre with the full size can of beer looking like a mini can, while the author is the one across the table from him pouring the beer. Now, the author happens to also be a heavyweight power lifter himself. So those are some large hands as well. And you can see they're still small, holding the beer glass, and across the table, of course, from Andre the Giant. Purely iconic photo, one of the most famous photos of Andre that doesn't even show his face. But I definitely bought the cheapest one I could find on eBay, and the cover is coming attached. One of the pages is floating around in here, but if I ever need a minty copy, I'll be able to hook myself up. Now we are moving on to the early days of Coliseum Home Video. That's the company that released all of WWF's products when the early home video line was launched, when home video became popular. And this one I got from Mabel Toys on Instagram. He just got a new house. Congratulations. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it because it has to be one of the earliest WWF issued products of Andre the Giant. And sure enough, the first line of VHSs were labeled WF000. And this is 006. This is the 6th Coliseum video that they chose to release. And it was on Andre the Giant, their first video profile on an individual that wasn't Hulk Hogan. And I love this cover. The famous haircut match, which Big John Studd talked about for years after this. And it just occurred to me that like that's why we have a long hair and a short hair Andre the Giant. Was that a running change back in the LJN days? Really cool to think about that. Revenge match with Ken Patera. Says on here 7'5" and 497 pounds of awesome power. The world's most entertaining sport. The earliest match on here is 1977. It's a boxing match with Gorilla Monsoon. It's more attractive in writing than it is in practice, but they do a good job with it. Jersey Joe Walcott, who's a retired boxer, is the referee 24 years after he quit boxing, after he retired from the sport. And so I looked it up. That would be like Roberto Duran refereeing in the main event today because he retired 24 years ago. I don't know if that's a legitimate comparison or not. This match, the match with Gorilla is on YouTube. I'll put it on a playlist. I'm going to add this to my Andre the Giant playlist as well. It's hilarious. He comes out, the biography on Gorilla mentions his hilariously yellow suit. And also Monsoon does a pratfall in the water at the end. It had been raining. It's in Puerto Rico. What an event. Monsoon comes out in the 3rd round and spits water in Andre's face, like Triple H style, like, and pushes the referee when the ref's trying to admonish him. And that leaves Gorilla open for a big knockout blow from Andre the Giant. He does this big spinning fall, and Andre gets the win. 10 count, real fast from Jersey Joe Walcott. And finally, one more item from my friend my most loyal viewer here to the YouTube channel, Matt Sutton, who knows I'm in an Andre rabbit hole and picked this up. It's Flip Cards. They does custom art cards. Shout out to Matt Sutton. I'll put a link down in the description to these guys. Very cool. This one honoring Andre's legendary and probably legitimate drinking behavior. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope to have another video up for 4th of July. We'll see. But until next time, come see us at the matches.